कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। ये कहावत आपने सुनी तो बहुत बार होगी, पर आज की हमारी ये कहानी इस कहावत को साबित करके दिखाती है। मैं बात कर रही हूँ सुजीश की। सुजीश कोई फेमस सेलिब्रिटी, फिल्म स्टार या कोई बिजनेस टाइकून नहीं है, बल्कि हम में से ही एक आम सा लड़का है जो कि अपने लिए एक अच्छा सा करियर चाहता था। बट एज दे से कि लाइफ में कुछ भी इतनी आसानी से नहीं मिलता। आज सुजीश एक टॉप क्लास आईटी कंपनी में एज अ डेवऑप्स AWS इंजीनियर काम कर रहे हैं। सुजीश ने डिग्री के नाम पर मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग की है और उनकी पहली जॉब एज अ सेल्स पर्सन की थी। उस दौर से आज की इस एलीट कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ की उनकी ये जर्नी आसान नहीं थी। आइए जानते हैं कि एक मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर आखिर एक सक्सेसफुल आईटी प्रोफेशनल कैसे बना, और तो और ये भी जानते हैं कि एक टेकी की लाइफ आखिर होती कैसी है। तो देर किस बात की, चलिए शुरू करते हैं। हेलो सुजीश, कैसे हैं आप?
I'm good, Devansh. How about you?
आई एम ऑल्सो वेरी फाइन, थैंक यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि आप आए। एक्चुअली बहुत सारे लोगों को प्रॉब्लम होती है कैमरा फेस करने के लिए, इसलिए आईटी रिलेटेड तो लोग हेजिटेट करते हैं आने के लिए, बट सिंस यू केम, थैंक यू वेरी मच। तो लेट्स जस्ट स्टार्ट विद अ डिस्कशन लाइक अबाउट योर लाइफ, योर वर्क एंड ऑल। सो
Okay.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, फ्रॉम वेयर योर जर्नी स्टार्टेड, थोड़ा
See,
सा अपने बारे में बताइए, पर्सनल
uh,
लाइफ।
I am basically born and brought up here itself in Pune.
ओके
So I did all my schooling and all my college here itself.
ओके,
So
सो यू आर अ प्रॉपर
proper
पुणेकर।
Punekar, yeah. So what my dad runs a fabrication business.
ओके ओके,
So he wanted me to join that his business and continue with this trend.
हाँ,
What
like
his
family legacy।
family legacy, right?
Yeah.
So uh, what he his business is related to mechanical industry.
Yeah, yeah.
So he made me to like learn mechanical engineering.
हाँ, लाइक मैंने आपका जब आपके बारे में मैं रिसर्च कर रही थी, देन आई
Yeah.
गॉट टू नो कि आप मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर हैं।
Correct. So
सो इट
that
वाज
time,
नॉट योर चॉइस, राइट?
not my choice. Like I was not a study guy. I used to hate study. I was a
Somebody who hates study can be successful in IT.
still, yeah. See, uh, someone who hates study but they have some experiences in life, that makes him successful. Not study is not the one thing that makes him successful.
Oh, right.
Okay. So what is they wanted me to study mechanical engineering.
Yes.
And so I was not like that much into study part. So let's see, they wanted me to study, I'll study that one.
Okay.
I was like, my passion was to play cricket and everything. I was
So you were interested in sports?
Yeah, sports. I used to play cricket every day, whole time.
Okay.
So still middle class things, no.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah. So I studied mechanical engineering. And
So
that
what
time,
about the schooling part? Like you were a bright student, a mediocre student?
mediocre, you'll say. Well, like if I decide to study, I can get a good grades. I used to be in top 3 also. But if I don't want to study, then I won't
Yeah, right. I
be in
understood
that league. So that's how I am. So like I studied mechanical engineering
that.
because that time even mechanical field, civil field, electrical field was in a boom.
Yeah,
IT
right.
field was not that much up to the mark.
Mhm.
Even recessions were going on when I was in my college days.
Yeah.
I remember there were recessions, people were laid offs.
Yeah, the IT industry came into light, I guess, around 10 years back.
10 years back, correct.
But yeah, the growth is still there. It's not like nowadays we can see that everybody wants to enter into IT. But before 5-6 years, every field like electrical, mechanical, all those fields were highlighted. But now all of them are like dimmed in front
Downgraded in front of IT. I'll
IT.
tell you, while I'll come to that point why the IT has boomed up that much.
Yeah.
It has a great reason also.
Yeah.
And see, when I was in college, that time, like when I started doing engineering part, that time IT was not in a picture. Like we have to make a career in that.
Yeah, exactly.
So the core fields like mechanical, civil, electrical, those were the boom part. And the parents think, the way parents used to think that
Yeah.
they were used to see the stability where my kids will have a stability in their career.
Yeah, exactly.
And these core parts were giving that stability. So okay, so everyone was moving to mechanical or civil field. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get a good grades in 12th. I did 11th 12th also. I
Yeah.
didn't get good grades in 12th. I mean, I just passed, but I was not up to the mark to get admission in engineering.
Okay.
I have to again go back to do the diploma thing. I did diploma in MIT college. Then
Okay.
I did MIT is the best college I have ever
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, yeah. Right.
And
I've
then
heard a lot about MIT from actually Punekars are very big
yeah,
fans
yeah.
of MIT.
MIT
Yes.
Kothurud, that was like the best college I've ever gone through.
Hmm.
And after that, I did my graduation like BE in mechanical engineering from JSPM college.
Okay.
And that is the worst college I've gone through, basically.
So that can be a controversial
Yeah.
statement, I guess.
Okay, so I mean, the people who have experienced there, they know, understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, all right. Everybody has their
Yeah.
opinion, and you're free to citizen. You can
Obviously.
say whatever you want.
So yeah, after mechanical engineering, after what I've passed out, what next now?
So at what time you thought like IT can give me a successful career? Or
I'll come
when?
to that. I'll come to
Yeah.
that. See, after passing out mechanical engineering, I tried to work with my father in our business.
Okay, you joined the business.
Join business.
Yeah.
But the things didn't go well because there is a generation gap, clashes of mindset and everything.
Yeah.
So things didn't go well.
Yeah. All right.
I then thought of to left and check about what are the things that I can explore on my own.
Okay.
So first I got opportunity in Tata Hitachi. It's mechanical based company, but take a job in a core mechanical field was also a very big thing that time. There were a lot of competitions.
So you already worked in a mechanical field for some time.
Yeah, I've worked. So I got opportunity to work in Tata Hitachi, but in sales division. Like
Okay,
I
alright.
used to sell the machineries, heavy equipments like backhoe loaders,
Okay.
excavators.
Okay.
While working there, like for within 2 to 3 months, that was a time of demonetization actually.
Okay. Yeah.
See, the builder, they were afraid of investing their money in the infrastructure part.
Yes.
So
yeah.
they didn't used to purchase any machines and everything. So that was the toughest part when I joined that company, like sales. We used to pitch the sales, but we didn't get that output. We didn't used to get that output because people were not interested in buying those
So
machines.
you were from mechanical, then you switched to
Sales,
sales,
correct.
and that was a completely different domain.
Different
for you.
domain, but yeah. So I left that after like 4 to 5 months. It didn't work out.
Okay, you didn't get the kick you wanted.
Yeah, I know that I can't survive here.
Sales is a very different department.
Different department, right?
You can't easily do it. The people who are in sales, they have different mindset, and I guess the salesperson is a born salesperson.
Correct. So
those qualities has to be inbuilt in you.
Correct.
So not everybody can be a salesperson.
Even selling these big machines like 50 to 60 lakhs machines is not a cup of tea of everyone.
Oh,
like.
Right.
So still I have sold one, but I thought like how in 4 months I just sold one machine.
But that was a 50-60 lakhs. Okay, that
still but still I didn't find growth in that.
Yeah,
how much time I'm going to do this. So after that I tried to go in a core mechanical things like where manufacturing part, like where we have to create any machines, like we have to build the machines, build the production part. See, there are two ways where you can do work in mechanical industry, like design and production.
Yeah.
If you are a design engineer, you have to work on that SolidWorks, CATIA, CAD. So there also you have to give your 9 to 10 hours minimum every day. You only get 1 week off.
1 day off.
1 day off.
Okay.
And in a production department, you have to look after the machines, create the machines, take the customer requirements, what build those machines on SolidWorks first, then create those and actual check the accuracy of every component. uh, this is the part, but the work culture I didn't find right over there.
Okay.
Very abusive and toxic environment.
Okay.
So I even there is no growth also. I started to work there like for 8,000 rupees.
Okay.
And I have to
The first salary you got
first
was 8
salary,
salary.
yeah. And I didn't take that abusiveness every day. That I lose control.
I
like
completely agree.
complete-
The
I was
work environment is very important
very
to work
yeah. I
nicely.
was very depressed while working there. For then, my friends suggested me to come to join the IT companies.
Okay, some of your friends are already working in IT.
Yeah, even my sister was working in IT industry. So
Okay.
they all they understood what I'm going through. And they said that you don't have to go through all this for little much amount of money, and you can join IT. So being a mechanical engineer, I thought what I can do in IT industry.
Yeah, of course. Like it's a huge decision to switch your
Switch
career.
yeah. And what I don't have the knowledge what happens in IT industry.
Yeah.
So what to what are the things I've got explored. Then I've there is a department as customer service, we all call
Yeah,
that BPO.
Yeah,
and
BPO,
everything.
BPO. Yeah.
I given interviews in that. I cracked those, just a little grammar and everything that
Yeah,
it needs.
they
And
they just do the basic
it's
level
not
things.
it's not a core IT field.
Yeah.
It's a customer service. Whatever the IT persons have built, we have and what are the products the customers have purchased, we can just cope up with the customers with sitting over there. And
Yeah, they're just
customer
the link
relationship,
between the
link,
company
yeah,
and
customers,
the
right.
customers.
So I started working in BPO.
Okay.
After that,
Okay.
so I find some peace, little peace in working.
That is not a peaceful job. I won't
I
say.
say
I won't
it's
agree
not-
with that.
see, there is a term like corporate mazdurs. Those people are the corporate mazdurs
Because
working
doing
in BPOs.
telecalling is like
No, it's not a part of work.
completely
Correct.
devastating.
Correct. I used to get devastated. Like if I have worked in all those chat process, email process, voice process. Even I've done technical support thing.
The only thing which I was afraid of during my career, that I don't want to do this customer service.
Correct. I even after doing a while, I realized that this is not the way I'm going to survive here also.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this for much time.
I can really see the ups and downs in your career. Like
Correct. So I was very.
it wasn't a smooth journey.
It's not. It's not. And I was jobless also quite a lot of times
Yeah,
in
of
this
course.
time. So what to do now? Then while working as a technical support, it's my way that I observe things. I explore. I try out what are the things I can do. So in that, while doing that, I see the work around of IT industry, what technologies they work, how they work. So some suggested me that you can, if to work in IT core IT field, you can do this automation part, manual automation, or this testing. Sorry, not test automation, testing part, manual automation testing, or you can become data analyst, or you can become business analyst.
So you did the research on your
Research
part.
on yes,
What
on my
kind
part
of
I have
fields
what
I can
are
choose?
You can become scrum master. You can these are the non-technical terms, but if you want to go into technical terms, you have to learn coding, or you have to learn some operation part. So these are the things involved in IT industry.
So, Sujish, were you ever afraid of coding? Like,
Yes, I am very much. I don't understand coding part. So what are the alternatives for that?
The only reason I never chose IT was my
Coding,
fear for
yeah.
coding. I
Correct.
used to hate coding.
I right now, if someone asks me to write a program, I won't be able to. Being a
Yeah.
DevOps engineer, I won't be able to, but I can run that program. I can execute that program. I won't able to prepare that. That is that's something done by developers.
Developers, right?
Yeah, they are our corporate mazdurs.
Right.
So
Sorry to interrupt you, because the coding wala question I had to ask you now. So please you continue.
Now what? I just got influenced that how can I switch over to that, so that this corporate mazduri thing I can let go,
Yeah,
and
of
I will
course.
I can succeed in my career. What are the steps I need to take? So that was part, to take that decision to what to learn in that and what to implement, how things will go. That
Mhm.
was very tough phase of time. So
I would say like after hearing your story, it actually feels like a up and down. Every time you go up and then you come down, you
come
come
down,
up
yeah.
and you come down. So
So
at any point you lose a hope, like I can't do anything in my career.
so see, it's a human tendency. Like you have to you got to think like that whenever things doesn't work for you.
Mhm.
So you think it's a behavior, it's natural behavior, that you
Yeah.
can't do anything in life. You can't you don't have potential to do anything. So that's how people go into depression. But
Because मैं यहाँ बहुत सारे students से interact करती हूँ and I see like they are, if for example I give you just example कि डिग्री खत्म होने के बाद अगर तुरंत जॉब नहीं लगती है, कॉलेज प्लेसमेंट नहीं होता है, they get so worried like we don't have potential and we are not capable enough to crack a interview. They get demotivated very easily, and I can see that you have struggled a lot but still you are a successful
it's a part, like getting demotivated is also a part. It's a good thing. Then you have the chance to self realize yourself, that
yeah,
what
self evaluate कर सकते हैं.
you have do that SWOT analysis of yourself, like what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are the goals you can achieve, like what are the things you can do.
Yeah,
Just
right.
focus on that part.
Mhm.
In the IT industry also, what are the things you can do? I just focused on that part, and then uh, I was going through my research work.
Yeah.
And I had gone through. You know, I've met with the in an instruction, like he was to influence people. So he explained how the IT industry actually works.
Sorry, I couldn't understand. Who did you met?
I met with like in influencer on in YouTube.
Okay, okay.
And
Okay.
also there was a person also in I met him also after
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So he has like 30 years of experience in IT.
Oh.
So he was the best person to guide me,
Yeah, of
like
course, of
how
course.
how this IT industry has evolved from
Throughout the
scratch
years.
throughout
Yeah.
the years. What are how did it the things are getting worked on. So he explained me, first of all, uh, imagine your laptop. What are the things in your laptop? What are the main components of your laptop?
Okay.
I said motherboard. I said NIC card, network card. I said HDD drive or SDD,
Yeah.
right?
Drive.
New technology SDD.
Yeah, SDD.
And what is the fourth thing? So this network, storage, and motherboard, and CPU of course.
Okay.
CPU, the main part,
Yeah.
central processing unit.
Processing unit.
What CPU does? It computes.
Yeah.
Okay, he said, do one thing. Just remove your screen. Only take imagine about those part where your keyboard and everything is
Yeah.
placed on
Yeah.
the laptop. Give me that part, and do one thing. Give me 5 more parts of like that. 4 more parts, like 5 parts will connect together.
Okay.
Then you have power of 5 laptops. We'll call it unit.
Yeah.
5 laptops connected, we'll call it a unit.
Okay.
Let's connect 5 units together.
Okay.
That is the rack.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's connect hundreds of racks
Together.
Okay, it's one server room.
Yeah, right.
Let's connect 10 server rooms together. It's a data center.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Who did you like? Who explained you very?
Yeah.
The person explained very well, actually.
It's a data center. And what are these things do? Like compute this central processing unit. What it computes, what it stores. So we have operating systems.
Yeah.
Operating systems. What does operating system does? It runs applications, websites, everything.
Exactly.
So this is all about IT.
Okay.
What you have to run the applications, you have to build the applications on your operating system, you have to run the operating systems on, you have to do the computation part. This is all about IT industry.
Okay.
So now imagine what if your server goes down. Have you ever called customer service for your laptop, like my SDD gone, it's not working,
yeah.
or my memory card is not working.
Yeah.
So that is also a physical bare metal,
Exactly,
and it's a physical one. So what if the server goes down? What are the impact on business? Just think about it. So what will be the impact then if my server goes down? All the components related connected to it, they won't work. So the people working on those data centers, they won't be able to work. There will be a huge downtime in your business.
Yeah.
So this is the main problem of
Yeah.
data centers.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen data centers in India? He asked me. No, I haven't seen, because we don't have access. If I don't even know whether there are data centers or not in India. So he said me, so we are proud to become Indians, but there is a twist. India don't have rights to take the IT projects directly.
Oh.
This
Is
is
it?
alarming. Yeah, that how the IT industry is very well set up in India. How this thing came, like why India is not taking IT projects directly? No, this is the why there are MNCs, all these giants, Wipro, Cognizant, Accenture, they are established in their country. They take the projects from there directly. Then we are connected to that data center from India. We are not directly taking. We are working indirectly. Okay. Still now, India can't take the projects directly.
I actually think most of the people didn't know what you say.
Yeah.
Because I am working here for 6 months now. And I have knowledge regarding most of the technologies. I have learned a lot coming here, but I never knew this thing. And most of my friends are also working in IT. They never told me about this.
Yeah,
It's a very insightful thing to
experienced people only. If you get experienced people, you got to learn from them.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was the right person to guide for this. So even still now, India don't take any projects directly, because we have to all the MNCs, they take the projects, then we connect to those data centers.
Yeah, understood.
So what happens when those data centers fall down? What happens when there is a earthquake, storm, or tsunamis, any natural calamities? What happens? All this though business goes down. So what to do in this? Then the solution was virtualization. It came into picture like 20 years back. Yeah. But it was in a POC, so not much people know about it. We are aware of it. So virtualization came into picture. Okay. So what is virtualization? Nothing will be physical. Yeah. Nothing will be physical. Yeah. Everything will be on cloud. So what this concept was the revolution of the IT industry, I would say.
Oh yeah. We'll come to. I actually wanted you to explain me cloud, as you are working in a cloud, and I just want, like, before we go to that part, I'll come a little bit back. At what time, like after meeting to that influencer, you're not comfortable taking his name or her name.
Yeah.
So at what time did you feel like, yes, I can enter into the IT, and this is the thing I always wanted? Like, after hearing him, or after doing your research? And why AWS cloud?
I'll answer to that. So I observed, like, people are doing, so why can't I do?
Yeah, of course.
Right. People are doing, and why can't I do? I have done great things in my life. So what about this? Why I can't do this? That was the motivation I've given to myself.
No, the person you met was also very inspiring. Exactly.
Because
I can.
Yeah, he was like. He was giving me insights from the scratch. What if the IT is revolutionized that much, and if people in India are working on it, so I have that potential to do something in this
Yeah.
part.
So that was a revolutionary moment for you.
Yeah.
Then, did you do any course or?
I've joined a course of big data.
Okay, you did data engineering. Big data is
Big
data.
data, no,
okay.
no. Data engineering is something
Different,
different.
huh.
Data science is something different.
Different.
Big data is something different.
Different.
Big
So
data
you
is-
did a big data course.
Yeah, that is also I've researched something what things are going to upgrade in IT industry.
Okay.
What are the things? What is the future of IT industry? And big data is the future, I would say.
Okay.
And so I started learning big data
So you did your training here itself in Pune.
in Pune itself.
Okay, and after like how many months of training did you get like your first interview?
After 1 year.
Okay, how many months of training did you had?
Actually, we didn't had a timeline because big data is very vast. It's a huge course.
Okay.
I mean, if you got to learn, there are many things in that.
Yeah.
So it's not a specific timeline. See, some people have grasping power. They can understand things quickly. Most of the peoples who are freshers from the computer science or IT industry background,
Yeah.
they can grasp easily. People like me, they won't. They have to start from the scratch. So
of course. You were from another field.
Actually. So I have to do that thing from the scratch. So it took time me to grasp also
So
everything.
how much time, if you are comfortable, you can tell, like, for those who are actually planning, it will be helpful.
See, if you are learning it dedicatedly, then 6 months is also enough to get the things. You can consume the things.
And what about the practice part? Like learning
Practice.
theoretically and doing it practically
Practically.
are two different things.
Correct.
Hands-on practice.
So we right now we have that provision to practice it because
Okay.
AWS, the cloud providers,
Okay.
are giving the free trials.
Okay. So
So-
while doing the theoretical studies, you
Study,
can do
you
the
can
hands-on practice
practical
as well as.
as
So
well.
like we do in our training center also.
Correct.
Like we provide the courses related to different technologies and we give them support for their
Now-
hands-on practice.
Now everything is open source.
Yeah.
So there's not much there is no much struggle to learn like
Okay.
how it were in the earlier days.
Okay. So
So-
after completing your course, you applied for which?
It's not like how I still am learning. I'm not saying I'm not learning. I've learned everything.
Yeah, Ankush sir actually always say this. Like in IT field, you are always in a learning position. You
correct.
keep learning, you keep upgrading. The time you stop is the time your career ends.
Correct.
He always says that in his podcast. And
I
can
won't say I'm not learning. I will be learning. There will be some upgradations. There will be, so I have to learn with that. I have to, if I need to remain in the market, I have to learn.
Okay.
That's the basic thing.
So, Sujesh, what do you suggest? Like, if somebody is planning to enter into DevOps, what are the basic tools he must learn for the starting?
See, if anyone wants to grow their career in DevOps, he should be well aware about Linux first. So
Okay.
Linux is the operating system that he has to learn the commands of Linux. Everything he has to learn first, how it works. It's a
Okay.
file system, operating system. So why almost every industry is working on Linux itself.
Yeah.
So Linux is very essential
Like
thing.
it's a
mandatory tool.
Okay.
Okay, so after learning Linux, they can go further to learn any cloud platform
Okay.
like AWS, Microsoft Azure,
There's no
GCP.
restriction regarding that.
No,
You can
there's
learn any.
any but you have to see that which many people are taking the services of Amazon. It will be good if you learn Amazon because your opportunities will get increased.
Okay, since you are already working into Amazon, you can
Yeah.
give a better insight. Like
Correct. So many people, many industries are using Amazon services.
And what about the future scope? Like learning AWS can provide a future scope.
Yeah. I mean, it's a never ending now because all the IT industries are migrating from physical data centers
the
to cloud.
Yeah.
So the present and future is the cloud. There is
Okay.
no they won't be going back to the conventional part.
Okay, right.
So you have to learn cloud.
And what are the other tools like for monitoring and
See, even Amazon provides a monitoring tool,
Okay.
but there are also another tools which we can integrate with the cloud.
Okay.
So with our infrastructure which is made on cloud.
Okay. During your work schedule, which are the tools you are working regularly on?
So I've been working for many tools. I've been working for we are working on Amazon, AWS, then Harness. It's a CI/CD code implementation, code deployment tool.
Okay.
We are also using Jenkins.
Okay.
We are also using Terraform.
Okay.
We are also using GitHub, and we are using Splunk to check the logs.
Okay.
We are using monitoring tools like Grafana, Prometheus,
Prometheus. Okay. Yeah. It's a monitoring
and
tool.
also we are using. There are many things, because my right now in the current project on which I'm working, it's a very huge project. It has it utilizes everything. It has streaming, it has subscriptions, it has
So there's a whole team, or there's a single guy who has to.
no, it's a single guy cannot do anything.
No, like I am telling, like for a single tool, there's a single guy, or everybody
No,
has to take the knowledge of everything.
See, not everyone has to take knowledge of everything. We can focus on the part on which we are working.
Like we can have expertise on a particular
So
tool.
this monitoring part, these are done by the freshers or juniors, I would
Okay.
say.
Yeah, yeah.
So monitoring is like if they are getting any alerts, if there is a traffic spike in the graph.
You used to do the same work.
Yeah, initially, right.
Yeah.
If there is a traffic spike on the graph, they have to address those to the seniors.
Okay.
Right now I'm the L2, like those people senior address this to me, then I have to check what went wrong, where it is. Like if I have to bump up new servers, if I have to downgrade the servers, what are the things I have to do to rectify that issue. So I have to see that part, look into that part.
Okay.
So even if I get any new version deployments, I'll have to deploy those.
Okay.
To the applications which are running. There are some microservices in my infrastructure. I have to upgrade those versions, or I have to put some data in that. That is the part where we are doing as a DevOps right now.
Okay. So what do you suggest? Like, is it a good field to build a career in?
Obviously, it's a very good field. I mean, if you don't have to become corporate mazdoors, if you don't want to get stressed of yourself, and if you want to do some quality work, you have to give some quality output to the people, some valuable insights, then it's a very good. I mean, I don't say that becoming DevOps is the full stop.
Yeah, there must be a future scope.
There are many future scopes. Like if you have learned DevOps, if you want to do something else, then you can go with the DevSecOps, like security part in the DevOps.
Okay.
Even those people are get highly paid. If you want to go further, you can go for machine learning, you can do AI. So people say that AI is taking will take job of people, but I don't see that way. If you have to you have to be versatile, you have to gain some knowledge continuously.
I also agree with that. When people come and say like AI is going to take our jobs and they are going to superpower us, I don't agree, because ultimately they are machines.
They are machines, correct.
But
See, AI
they need humans.
Correct.
They can't work alone. People they don't have minds of their own.
Even AI have opened the doors. Like they have created job opportunities also.
Yeah.
If you are into AI, then you can become a prompt engineer now.
Yeah.
It's a new trend, and those people are also getting highly paid.
Yeah, exactly.
So
these were the like pros, I would say.
Yeah.
What about the cons? Like everything has two faces.
See, if I won't say there are any cons, because if you are taking
there is no negative side to IT.
There is. I don't. I haven't faced any negative side. I mean, if you have
you are lucky.
See, no, if you want to survive in IT industry, you have to upgrade yourself with
Yeah.
the new learnings. If you are sitting idle, then obviously there will be layoffs. That is the con, I would say.
Yeah, of course.
But if you want to build a successful career, if you are giving that outputs, see, if you are if your company needs faces any type of situation, like any error came, and if you are not potential, if you don't have enough potential to resolve that error, then obviously you have to upgrade yourself to
If
become.
you're not upgrading yourself,
So,
then you are
yes,
saying that there's a like threat to your job. Only
correct.
that is
Yeah,
a.
that is the main reason.
But I guess that can't be considered as a consequence, because that is something which is a necessity of
Yeah,
everywhere, right? Because if you'll see in any field, even if you have worked in sales, they also demand the output.
correct.
And it is actually like we can impose this sentence into every field, I
Correct,
guess.
correct. Yeah, that is the thing.
And
So
what about the pressure and the work life balance which IT.
see, as a DevOps engineer, I've faced like there are not every day you don't have too many requests.
Okay.
In a week, I would say, like got one day many requests. Like I've extended my shift also to complete those part. But remaining 4 days, you there are also days where you don't have any work for complete day.
Okay.
If any ad hoc request came to work on that, then only you have to indulge yourself there. If no, then you can sit idle or do
Like
your
that
part.
depends.
That depends.
It's
It
not
doesn't.
just like you can't strictly say that
Yeah,
it pressurizes you.
pressurizes you. It's not the thing. And
Okay.
we have many dependencies. Many teams are working involved together. So if some team is working on that part, then there is no point that you have to look into that.
Yeah.
Once they will complete their part, then you have work on that part. And many of times it goes smoothly. You don't face any errors. If you are facing any error to execute those codes, then you have to buckle up and do the things.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not like that's why we are getting paid.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like, and you don't have to in terms of urgency only, you have to extend your shifts. I don't remember extending shifts much.
Okay.
It's
So-
not like that much hectic part to
Okay.
work on.
Okay. So, Sujesh, actually, thank you for your great insight, actually. And
Yeah.
at a very less age, you have a great experience of IT. And I guess your technical portion is very strong. I can see that. And I can sense that, actually.
Still, I won't say, but I'm still learning.
Of course, you're learning.
Yeah.
But like, you have the real, like, होता है ना कि सबको knowledge होती है, but सबके concepts clear नहीं होते.
See, people go with the speed. I go with the direction.
Okay.
I always thought that direction is more important than speed.
Speed, exactly. And looking at your journey made me feel this sentence actually implies very well on you.
Yeah.
Because अगर आप स्पीड से चलने की कोशिश करते तो एक टाइम के बाद आप शायद रुक जाते या थक जाते, बट सिंस आप एक डायरेक्शन में काम करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे एंड दैट मेड यू सक्सेसफुल. और अब लाइफ कैसी जा रही है, कैसी कट रही है?
I'm very much happy right
All the
now.
struggle was worth it.
Yeah, everything was worth it, and I have, while struggling, I there was always a fear in my mind that what next, like how will I succeed in my life. I want to become financially free or something, but I have to earn a lot of money. What needs to be done? And
Yeah.
now I have the insights that what I can do and how I can earn a good amount of money in my life. That's the that fear has gone right now.
Yeah. Okay. So आपका कुछ छोटा सा एक मैसेज जो हमारी ऑडियंस के लिए हो, for those who are watching and those who are aspiring to enter into IT, just in 2 lines, your message for them.
I would say that do not rush. If you want to gain knowledge, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
and go into a correct direction. Do not see that, say, like I will learn this and I will get job directly, or do not aim for a smooth transition.
Okay.
There is nothing like smooth transition. You will get surprises in every point of time. Be ready for that. Become that much versatile that you can tackle those.
Right.
And do not, if you want to get successful, then do not ever let go of your dream. Just stick to that. That's my message.
Thank you very much, Satish.
Yeah.
Actually, from coming from a non-technical background to becoming a successful IT professional, you're really an inspiration. Thank you very
Thank you.
much, and have a good time.
Sure.
Yeah, and
You too.
अगर कुछ ऐसा लगा तो we'll again do a podcast and we'll again call you.
Sure.
So please do come again. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
सो फ्रेंड्स, ये थी सुजीश की कहानी उन्हीं की ज़ुबानी। आज के इस कमाल के सेशन में सुजीश ने ना सिर्फ अपने करियर स्ट्रगल को शेयर किया, बल्कि ये भी बताया कि एक AWS DevOps इंजीनियर कैसे काम करता है। होपफुली आपको इस सेशन से ये पता चला होगा कि एक IT प्रोफेशनल की डे टू डे वर्क लाइफ कैसी होती है, वो क्या काम करता है और कैसे काम करता है। हमारी इस सीरीज़ के थ्रू हमारी यही कोशिश है कि हम ऐसे ही सुजीश जैसे बहुत सारे IT प्रोफेशनल्स की रियल लाइफ स्टोरीज आपके लिए लेकर आएँ। तो अगर आप भी जानना चाहते हैं कि IT वर्ल्ड पास से कैसा दिखता है, तो हमारे चैनल को फॉलो करना मत भूलिएगा। हम ऐसे ही नई नई स्टोरीज आपके लिए लाते रहेंगे। एंड डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक दिस वीडियो एंड शेयर इट विद योर फ्रेंड्स। Until next time, this is Devanshi signing off.